Hello, welcome once again to ESQL solving industry problems. As you see in front of us, we have our three executive officers and they have a new project for us to solve. Today we're going to be solving date generation and it's going to be under project management and it's time intelligence. So what exactly will this project entail in date generation? Let's go ahead and see. Okay, we have the project aim. Clearly we can see from the project aim they want us to get an intelligent insight. What will this be about? This is, as you can see from A, this is going to be they want us to generate a column for project date based on, okay, there's two criteria here. A, based on the start date and an end date. Alright, how do we know the start date and the end date that they want? I guess we're going to see it on the next page. As you see here, we also need to achieve this without using formulas. The next bit here, they have a constraint. As you can see, the constraint is 0 Excel knowledge. Clearly because they're using Excel and they need us to strategically provide this. What kind of results will I be giving? Stick around and you will see soon. So looking at what we have here, if we look at the next bit here where we have deeper insight of what they want, on the left hand side is still the project aim I just explained, as you can see. On the middle here, the raw data that we have, okay, we just have the guide here. The first guide here, as you can see, they want us to start from 1st 2025. And they want the end date to be start date plus 30 years. Okay, that will be really quite a long date we need to generate. So the total days they're expecting is going to be this. You might be wondering, why will they want this, or why do some companies want this insight? The answer is on the right hand side. The reasons could be many. These are just few I can bring out for now. The benefits, number one, could be for project monitoring, could be daily monitoring of activities, which is good. The next bit could be improved risk management benefits, yes. It could be enhanced risk assessment capabilities, yes. Could also be for resource allocation. I totally agree on that. So how are we going to solve this? What kind of result do I hope to provide today? Let's see. Simple as usual. It is Excel data we've been given. If it's CSV database, we can solve it. Our solution will be today simple but unique. Now I'm using the latest version of ESQL, upgraded version, which has, as you can see, it has ESQL that solves SQL, and it also has Python in it. That's absolutely new and wonderful. I'll be providing the solution, which is Python really, and the result is going to be simple report that I'm going to give them. This is just a demo. Let's crack on and see what I'm going to provide. So going into ESQL now, as you can see, this is ESQL. If you've not seen it before, this is your first time, welcome. And if you're using ESQL for the first time, have a look at the previous videos that I've made. You know how to use it. Now just going to, since we have no data, we just have ranges. I just need to plug in the ranges that we have. I'm starting in ESQL. I'm going to use the big screen. I'm just going to push this aside so we can see it clearly, and also this aside. Now what I've done behind the scene, as you can see, I have on the top right here, this is where I have my folder opened here. And the reason why I have my folder on the right side open is, with this amount of data, it will be very, very accurate and best practice for us to export the result in a CSV form. And the CSV is going to come on this top. You can see the date here is 12/10/2024, 13:46. So where's the script I'm going to be using? This is the script I'm going to be using. Let me bring it to the middle. I hope you can see it big and clear. And this is the script I'm going to be using, and let's yes. So this is ESQL interface. This is the script I'm going to be running. What does this script do? From the beginning, as you can see, this is clear Python running in the interface. ESQL now has SQL and Python that you can run freely to achieve what you want. What do you need to do? You don't need to have technical knowledge about this. You just need to have the script and run it, and you have your results. What are we looking at now? We're looking at ESQL Python now, providing this library to do the job. Then in next line, this is the date, as you know, that they want us to start from 1st 2025. Then ASQL will now provide us with this other bit. What does this mean? It creates the data frame, creates the range, the start date, which you know is above here, define start date, and it has it by 30 years. You remember it's 30 years that they want. This is the 30 years times days in a year, which is 365. The D stands for the frequency, which is days we want, and it's days they want, and this is the date. Now it's going to print it out finally. As you can see on the last bit here is the CSV file. The second bit next to it is going to give us a sample on our interface here, which you see soon. Then all this other bit is to make it possible for the CSV to work. So I'm running this now. Let's see. I'm going to leave this bit open here so we can see the result of my folder. So it's printing directly into my folder because it's quite going to be a little bit large file. So it's best we have it in a separate CSV file. I'm clicking on run now. Alright, so ePython is running within our same ESQL that you know before. Wonderful, it's finished. How fast was that? 11 seconds, as you can see. Let's see what it has provided. I'm just going to close this one now. We don't need it now. I'm just going to take this away. It has given us a snippet of what it has done. So what is this really? As you can see, it has brought out from this bit. Let me make it bigger so you can see. Let me make it bigger. Let's get to view. And let's make it 100. Let's zoom it more. Let's take it to 200. Yes, as you can see, it has gotten 10,000. Let me highlight it here. It has gotten 10,000 and 10,950 rows and one column, just one column, C called date. Now, where is the file? It's supposed to be here, right? I just need to refresh. As you can see, I've refreshed, and you can see this is the file. Let's open it and see. It's coming up. It's coming up. Yeah, this is it, as you can see. So this is the file. This is our system that I've been working on. So this is the data. How large is this data? Have a look. Let's bring it up. As you can see, it's very. Let me make it bigger so everyone can see. View. Okay. Let's make it bigger. All right. 200 once again. So you can see it has sequentially numbered it, and this is exactly what they want. How large is it? Come to the bottom, look at this 10,951 file. Clearly we've just met their requirement to produce a date range, but I'm going to take it one step further. You might be also wondering, okay, they have a date range, then what will they want to use this date range for? Now they might really want to have more columns. For example, they want to have a column like cost, name, and who signed it. Yeah, this is what projects kind of is all about, monitoring the spending of projects and whatever the activities they need to do. So I'm going to close this one down now. I'm not going to save. I'm going to I'm just going to delete the file, right? I'm just going to delete it. Delete. That's off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add up those new columns that I just said. I'm going to add some new columns, and this is just an extra. I think before I do that, let me comment this out so the executive officers can have the code that we used. So I'm going to click on comment first. I'm going to take it there. As you can see, this is the earlier code I used. I'm going to just name this 30 years date range. 30 years date range. fine and simple. This is the syntax. If they want it, they can use it anytime. We have achieved that. So like I said, I'm going to take it one step further. What am I going to do here? I'm just going to make sure we provide them with more that they need. In this next code, I'm going to add this little bit so you understand why is this necessary. So what am I doing here? I'm adding cost 100 there, name column for them to put names, and signature. Let's see how this works. I'm going to click on run now. As you can hear, Python is running right in front of you, and let's see what it's going to do. Wonderful, it has finished. Let's close this down and see what it has brought up. All right, let's have a look. I'll refresh this one small. Let's refresh this and see the file. Yes, let's see what it has brought. I'm opening it again. Let's see. All right, we still have our same files. Just gonna run it again and see if it is accurate. Everything looks good here. Let's debug it and see what is going on. All right, this is the code. Yep, I think I ran the other code. So this is the code. I'm adding these 3 bits, this 1 2 3 new columns, and it's printing it here. All right, let's run this code. All right, what do we have now? Let's close this. I'm seeing this. All right, the same old code there. All right, I think I know what's going on, and this is the solution for this. All right, I'm going to put in this code now. Finally, I can see this old code we have there. This should now do the job. All right. So let's do this now. It's doing its thing, and finally we should see it work. Okay, so what do we have now? Let's see, let's have a look. You can see we have all the columns that we need. We have the date, the cost, the names, and the signature. How does it look here? I'll refresh this out. I'll double click this, and let's see what it has done. Yes, it has given us all the columns that I said. This is the dates that they want. This column is the cost. This is the name. This is the signature. And that's kind of extra that I've given them now. I'm going to close this down now. I am going not to save. I'm just going to comment this real quick. And we can now conclude this. So clicking on comment is at the bottom or the top. And this comment will now bring additional columns. I'm just going to put additional columns for project monitoring. Yep, for project monitoring. Yep, that's simple and fine. Just capitalize this. And okay, so that's all, ladies and gentlemen. We've just solved this 3 executive problem. They want the first reports. We provided 2 reports. One is at the bottom now. This is it, as you can see. This bit, and you reuse this code any number of times. It will still achieve the objective, and that's one part of project monitoring, generating date on time series. Thank you very much, and this is E SQL.